The crypto and AI boss just said that this is going to get a million times better. What can we do to make that work for us tomorrow? And XRP is breaking a very important record. What does that mean for XRP? Will the week be wild after a slow weekend? Hello, lovely people. Peace and welcome to Coins Alert. I hope I don't lose my voice today. We will, however, talk about the current state of the market, give a few updates here and there, and also cover the big stories. All I ask is that you smile at me so that I can spread good vibes. Hit that like button hard. I just woke up because of a ballistic missile, so I hope there aren't any sirens during the movie. Let's cross our fingers. Yes? Now let's start. XRP is now worth $2.21, which is 1.1% more than it was yesterday. XRP is still moving in the direction of the uptrend. It stays close to the 1348 EMA. It's getting more and more tight. This tells me two things. One, there isn't much cash available right now. You can see that the volume is very, very low. Right? Not much going on. The second thing is that it's being manipulated. If there wasn't a fight between the bulls and the bears, XRP wouldn't have gotten so tight right now. This is because everyone saw what happened when Bitcoin went over. There was a big bump, so the people who are selling XRP short are bears, or anti-XRP if you want to use that word. They are trying to keep the price below 1348. Why? Because a lot of traders and algorithms use this to trade. It's a business for these traders to trade on this crossing. So if that happens, make very strong short-term signs that XRP is going up, and we're seeing it get turned down here in a big way. On the other hand, the stochastic RSI has been going down. A little extra time is given for XRP to break out if it does happen. It only needs to break through the 227 resistance area and then the trend line. If that happens this week, it could be very, very, very official for XRP. However, I do enjoy big butts, and I can't lie, as Sir Mix-a-Lot once said. We do have the FOMC meeting this Wednesday, and we've seen that markets can drop, especially on Mondays. Keep an eye out for that. We are now at the end of the weekly candle on futures, and the start of a new candle. Open up and be open to new things. Since there wasn't much going on here over the weekend, there might not be a break. Yes, those are famous last words. Okay, fun day on Sunday might get very crazy just because I said so. It's dull. The gap is still 92,000. That's still something I worry about. I kept worrying about the gap at, 77,000 for months, and then it shut down. This gap might shrink, but we'll see. Do not move. Okay? Of course not tips on money. Make sure you know everything you need to know before you spend. Every day I don't know if the market will go up, down, or stay the same. I am not sure what Trump will say. The Chinese might do something. For some reason I don't know what happens, something good or bad happens. Every day anything can happen. So be very, very careful. Okay? Don't forget that I will never ask you to sign up for something or send me money on social media. They are con artists. Dear everyone, please be very, very careful out there. The market gets hot and then, well, boring. Right? A lot of people are going to get antsy, and you'll fall for their tricks. The worst thing is to follow the rules and trade. Wonderful. And many other things. Then you click on a link that costs you money. Right? Or give someone money to scam them. Be careful out there. Always be wary of things. If you don't know, I used to work on a program that was like defense against phishing and security. Be very, very careful out there. People who are always on the ball can still make mistakes. So just be very, very careful. Always check 3 times, send texts, and don't decide right away. Also be very careful out there. Okay? Market cycles credit those who are disciplined, not those who are desperate. When price action hasn't been great lately, there will be desperate people who want the Lamborghini now, the money now, or the wealth now. I don't know if you saw the video I made about Warren Buffett last night. I don't know, the algorithm just didn't push it, but I'll put a link to it at the end of this video. I believe this movie is very, very important. I might not have given it the right title. YouTube's formula is weird sometimes. And sometimes, even if the video is great, it doesn't get pushed, because the title doesn't fit with the rules of your channel. That's what this video is a link to. I believe it is one of the most important videos you can see. That might have been a better title, but I'll link to it at the end of this movie. And in that film, he talks about things like living a long life, investing for the long term, looking to the future, and looking for chances. And when things get a little dull, people move around a lot, forget what they were going to do, and make mistakes. Be careful out there. Okay? Good. David Zaks, who is the crypto czar, didn't know that he's also the AI czar. I don't know if you know this. There's more than one of them. This is where he talks about the 1 million X boost. AI will get 1 million times stronger while Trump is in office. This is hard for some people to believe. Let's break it down. This means that AA models get better about 3 to 4 times a year. You can tell this by looking at the performance reviews, the features and the ease of use, and how the environment is growing. At that rate, the difference grows by an order of magnitude every 2 years, and by 2 orders of magnitude every 4 years. In the same way, chips are getting better 3 to 4 times a year. NVIDIA's GPUs have come a long way, from Hopper to Blackwell, and soon, Rubin to Feynman. That's not all that's getting better. Memory bandwidth and rack design are also getting better. Yes? This is very important. I know I told you the story about Mellanox and a well-known employee who wanted to sell his stocks in 2018. So yeah, NVIDIA bought them. What they do is mostly rack architecture and data transfer through. I don't know what the English word is, transceivers that can move a lot of data at once. This is a similar one. X 100 times better chip speed in 4 years. Lastly, AI's data centers are getting bigger. A cutting-edge system like Colossus has around 100,000 GPUs every year. The number is now around 300,000, and is on its way to 1 million, 3 million from there. In the end, the most bold AI companies will start making $10 million, which is over 100x in 4 years. 1 million times better models running on 1 million times better chips in data centers, with 1 million times more chips, 1 million times more machines that can think. This is why the US needs to win the AI race. Where is the finish line? So what is the point? We talk about investment, cryptocurrencies, and XRP. Now it's our turn. Some people might ask, what does this have to do with XRP? It has to do with XRP. To begin, it has to do with XRP, because I believe the cryptocurrency market will transform within the next 4 to 5 years. A lot of AI will be used to figure out how people invest and how they respond to investing. Okay? And now it's your job. I might make some vids about it. Along with ChatGPT, it's my job to figure out how AI can help us, not just ask it to make cool pictures. How can we get ChatGPT, or other AIs, to look at project data, to get an edge over people who are just sitting back and watching a video or two, reading something on Twitter once in a while, or watching a TikTok once in a while, and think they're crypto experts? We need to figure out how to make tools that will quickly analyze and trade for us. How can we get ahead of them? If we get 1 million x boost, think about what we could do when we get it. What good will that do for crypto itself? That's what the question is. Will AI make Bitcoin more well-known? Is AI going to help us make things like the metaverse that everyone was talking about in 2021? Will the metaverse get better? Are we going to make it? Are we going to a virtual world? Will we reach a point where payments are made instantly? XRP would be great for this. For example, if you've seen the show Black Mirror, there's an episode where a guy rides his bike to a talent show and gets paid or charged at the same time for both. And do we reach a point where that's happening? Okay? So you have a